Yeah. Are we live? Are we ready? Are we ready? What's up, my YouTube friends? I am Jeremy from WeldTec Designs, and today I have another van to show you. And this could almost be like a two-part video because we're gonna talk about what you might not want to do and what you might not want to do and what you're gonna want to do. We're just a mess. Let's just jump into this thing and check out what we did. And you're gonna want to make sure you stay till, look at the inside of this. You guys want, nah, we're gonna wait for that. But we will show you the inside of this, and this is a really nice build out. So, you're gonna see a bunch of parts over there, and they're all brand new, and that's what sucks, is because this particular customer bought a kit online in order to save himself some money, because we know some of our products are expensive, but they're worth it in the end. And we have him to prove it. But anyways, guys, this is an Ocotillo Cruiser Kit. So a lot of you guys, we always show you our Baja grocery getter kits, and some of you still think that it might be too high. So for those people that are thinking, I want something a little bit less than 6 inches, and remember, it's a true 5 inches, plus wheels and tires might give you another inch, but typically that's what we're getting. So an Ocotillo Cruiser Kit is usually going to give you a true 3 inches of lift, and what that kit is going to include is, let's jump down in there and check it out. So on this kit, we're going to have our 4-inch coils, we're going to have our Fox shocks that you guys know that you love. So on this doesn't have our extended radius arms, it's going to have our modified radius arms to give you back all that caster that you stole out of it when you put this coil on there. And then finally, to finish it off, we have a set of modified I-beams. So that's going to be all the components that you're going to get in an Ocotillo Cruiser Kit. Now keep in mind, that's the great thing about this kit, is if you only want to lift the front, you have the ability to do that. The kit is sold by itself in the front components only. So let's go jump to the back and show you what we did back there. All right, so in the back, we kept it really simple for right now. We will definitely be doing some more stuff to this in the future, and I will definitely update you. I'll throw up a card right there so you guys can check this thing out on like stage 2. But in the back, we kept it simple. We added a set of blocks and U-bolts to the rear of this. And this one, because of the additional weight that was added, we actually went with a 3.5-inch block in here and some bigger shocks, just because this thing has a lot more weight to it. When it's all done, after we add a bumper and who knows whatever else craziness, then we can actually build you a set of springs that will match the weight of what your build out is. And that's the great thing. You don't have to necessarily do it all at once. You can do it in stages, and that is what is great about whether you choose an Ocotillo Cruiser Kit or a Baja grocery getter kit. It's not like one and done. You can add stages. It's just a giant buffet of parts. So that is awesome. But what we really want to talk about is, why are all those parts sitting on the ground? And to tell us about that, we're gonna go introduce Chase, the proud owner of this awesome van. Let's go meet Chase. All right, guys, so this is Chase, and you can see why he needed that fiberine top. He is tall. I'm not gonna make it. So Chase, what are all these parts? What do we got going on here?
So yeah, I had shot springs, or shocks on all 4 sides. So had to replace the shocks anyway. So I was doing a 2-inch leveling kit on it, or lift kit, and has 2-inch blocks for the front, 2-inch blocks for the back, U-bolts, new coils. But problem is, it doesn't have radius arms or control arms or I-beams. And so when I got it all together, everything worked out relatively well, except you can't get any alignment. So the camber and caster's off. It's hard to get the toe in the right place.
Like, who needs an alignment?
Who needs alignment?
Like, yeah, you don't really need an alignment on there. You could just keep your old tires and just keep running through tires, right?
Feels like you're driving on your tippy toes at 70 miles an hour. It's really, really pretty scary. So yeah, it didn't quite work out how I had planned, but luckily I had you guys to help out.
And luckily you live close, and that's how he was able to find out about this. But the reason I want to point this out, guys, is because I know some of you guys complain about how expensive the kits are. I've said that before in a lot of other videos, but they're well worth it. And the reason is because I'm trying to save you guys the headaches of spending all this money on a kit that then doesn't align. And of course, I'm gonna have someone out there tell me how they did it on their van and it was fine and it was awesome. And that's great. And I'll give you a thumbs up. So now you gotta give me a thumbs up on this video. But basically, you lose all the alignment specs that you're able to get by doing that. And that's the downfall of it. That's why a lot of you guys ask, like, hey, when are you guys gonna do your performance leveling kit again? And I say, man, I really don't know if I want to. And the reason is because there are issues with alignment, and I'd rather not sell you something that doesn't work. And if you're gonna do it, you know, more power to you on your own. But the goal here is to save you guys headaches, because then you installed all this, right?
Yeah.
So
couple weekends and every night for a week, pulling the whole thing apart, put it back together, and then yeah, it didn't quite work out. So yeah, that's a lot of time spent. Would have been nice to at least start with the right kit.
And now we have to touch base on this because you knew about us. You were that guy. You are the guy.
I was that guy, yeah.
Because you knew about us and he's local, and you were like, it's too expensive, not right now.
Yeah, I was gonna do the 6-inch grocery getter kit, and I was like, oh, I gotta do some suspension work. I'll do the 2-inch kit now, and I'll do a 6-inch kit in a year or so. And so, yeah, ended up being within a month.
Here, I'm just here to help you guys. That's all these videos are for. That's it, just to help you guys make sense of your van. Now, this thing has a fiberine top on it, which is killer, and then the build out is lovely. So you failed on the suspension, but you killed it on the build out. Let's go check that out.
Yeah, so from the outside you can see there's a max fan on it, which is super useful, runs in the rain, doesn't get any water. I can actually take it on the highway with it open. I have 2 100-watt solar panels and 160 hour.
So now, do you know what brand solar panels you ended up going with?
Yeah, Renogy.
Okay.
Yeah, Renogy solar panels, Renogy controller. Most of the system's Renogy, except the deep cell battery is not. I got a 200 amp hour.
And that's good to know, because a lot of our customers or people watching our videos are always asking, like, hey, what kind of solar? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have solar on my van, but the next van that comes in, we'll ask and find out. So there it is, guys, Renogy Solar. So check them out. I'll make Austin, here goes that smack again, to make sure he puts a link below to find out more information on Renogy. Ooh, that's gonna need some WD-40, you know? But, oh, we got the Bear
bottle opener?
Yeah, look at that. All right, so give us a tour of this thing.
Yeah, for sure. Here's kind of the control center. Lights, power, fridge, controls, rest of the electricity is kind of in there. You can see the controller and all the wiring kind of hidden away, but easy to access when I need to. Little kitchenette, angle fridge, runs really well, fits nicely into the system. Come on in here. And
what's great is still, I mean, how tall are you?
6'5".
And ton of room with this fiberine top on there, which is great.
Yeah, the fiberine guys killed it. They did a really good job. So yeah, and then fitted out, kind of covered everything with marine ply, sink, hot water, cold water, 2-burner stove. Yeah, the front's all set up to be able to have storage up here, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that's
stash
a lot
all
of
your
storage,
crap away.
Key.
Yeah, definitely. So because I'm so tall, got a 7-foot bed that kind of extends out to be a double bed wide, but the whole thing pulls out, and there's some.
So this will slide all the way out to the cabinet, so then you can easily sleep 2 people in here.
Yeah, definitely. Surf rack comes down. I can hang my boards up here. I can fit about 4 boards up there, which is really nice. This is a bookshelf up top. Plenty of room for storage. Little bathroom in the back, ending up being more storage than bathroom at the moment, but working out pretty well. And storage underneath, batteries underneath. There's just water system.
What I want to point out in this is I like the use of the leather right here for the grab handles. And the reason I point that out is because a lot of people put grab handles that are solid and you end up running into them and they just take out your knees all the time. So something super simple, but like that is awesome right there, because now you can brush against it. It's just gonna move out of the way. So if you're thinking about doing some handles, you might want to think about doing some leather grab handles for all of your cabinets. I dig that. That is awesome.
Yeah. One other thing that was really nice is the flooring. It's an interlocking laminate flooring, but it has an integrated sound pad on it. So it's really quiet in here. It made a huge difference in both when you're driving and when you're living in it, so it works out pretty well.
And I think that is awesome, because we've seen a lot of people, even myself, I've gone to a wood type looking floor. We always say this, mine is like a PVC plastic.
Yeah.
But that's what's great, all the different products that have come out for houses now that people are incorporating into the vans, it's awesome to see all the different combinations of colors and how you have everything in here.
You can fit it out like any other interior design.
Right.
Do a lot with it, yeah. Ended up taking a bunch of Mexican blankets and having an upholsterer put this together.
Yeah.
Worked out really well. There's a flash hot water shower on the back. I don't know if you can get in there to see that, but that's really nice to have after surfing in the cold in the winter. 25-gallon water tank underneath. So.
And now, yeah, Chase, what is your main goal with this van? Now that you've got the build out, you've got the suspension on it, what is it that your goal was, as far as, because you're not going to go full-time living in this?
No, we generally spend 2 to 4 weeks in it. We'll go down to Mexico, go on surf trips, just basically be able to function off grid for as long as we need to, go up into the mountains in Colorado or Idaho, and just the flexibility of being able to have everything ready to go and take off when we want to.
And now, what was your main factor in determining whether you thought, did you ever at any point think, I need a 4-wheel drive or a 2-wheel drive is okay? I know you said you owned a van in the past, because a lot of people always think, well, heck, if I'm gonna be going to Mexico, I have to have 4-wheel drive. And to me, I tell them you don't. I've been all over Mexico in a 2-wheel drive, but what was it for you that were like, made it?
Yeah, I think I had a van before this, was another E250, I think that one was. And I had that thing in snow and ice, and it was 2-wheel drive, had it in dirt. I think one of the big things with these vans is they're so heavy across the full length of the vehicle, unlike a pickup truck, that you get a lot of stability from that. And I haven't had any problem being 2-wheel drive. I'm not going bouldering in it, so.
Right, but that's the thing, is that's what I love hearing from other people, because, obviously there's the, I have to have 4-wheel drive or else it's just not worth it. I mean, so many people are like, oh, why would you waste your money on a 4-wheel drive? And you go, well, it's a $15,000 difference between the two, and what you can additionally do to a vehicle, I think, is important. And I think it's great for anybody thinking about building a van, understanding the capabilities of what you can do in 2-wheel drive if the suspension is set up right. I know we talked about doing a front bumper and maybe possibly a winch on there, and then that's a big thing right there. In those certain instances where you do get stuck or you do need assistance, you have that onboard winch enabled to help you pull yourself out. And still, you can buy a super awesome Warren winch. I'm going to make sure I say it right, because otherwise I'm going to get crap on it and they're going to be like, you bought a Warren winch? Anyways, not even the people from Warren give me a hard time, just some of you watchers. But anyways, that's what's really nice about putting something like that or having a bumper like that on there, is going to give you that added security. And we're still, wheels and tires and all this stuff, we're still haven't even touched the price of a 4-wheel drive. So I think that's really key to this. So I love the build out. I can't wait to do more to this thing. I think it's awesome, but what I can't wait to hear is next time when you come back, the adventures that you've been on and what you thought the overall suspension is like. Now that we got rid of the other guy stuff, we won't mention any names, but just remember, when you're thinking about lifting your van, WeldTec Designs is the only option that you need to do. We will help you out, build you awesome suspension so you can go on fun trips, adventures. Smash that subscribe button. I'm Jeremy from WeldTec Designs, and I will see you guys on the next video.